So it's my second full day in Delhi, I think. Or is it my third? No, it's my third, isn't it? And I've just had a wonderful coffee and a lovely toasty at this Cafe Brownie, which is just near my hotel. And today I'm going to head to a place called Lodhi because I've heard that there's some absolutely amazing street art there. It's a bit too far to walk. I mean, I could walk there, but it's literally going to be walking through the same area as I walked to yesterday. So I'm going to actually take my first tuk-tuk. I'm going to start off at a place called Khan Market. Now, I'm not going to pay any more than 100, so we'll see. We'll see what we get offered. Now, normally, the tuk-tuk's flying up and down, asking you if you want a ride. And now I actually do want a ride, no one's asking me. Look at them, all of them, all flying past. I had read either take the tuk-tuk that's parked or flag one down. And we'll see. Well, let's see what this guy says. Hi, one second. Khan Market. Khan Market.
I know.
How much?
As you like.
Well, what? Give me a price.
By meter.
100.
Not possible. It's far. South
Oh,
Delhi.
no. According to my... Okay, I'll try somewhere else.
Come, hello.
Yeah.
200 rupees.
Oh, no. 200. Too much. So he wants 200, which is double what I want to pay. So we'll keep going. According to Google Maps, it should be 100. He had a meter, and the Google Maps estimate is based on the meter. It's 30 rupees for the first kilometre or first 2 kilometres or something, and then it's like, I don't know, 8-10 rupees per kilometre after that. So it shouldn't be 100 is like the top end price, but I'm not paying any more than that. But he did let me walk away, so come on, Scott, get your haggling head on. Some people might be watching this and thinking, you know, it's 100 rupees extra, it's only £1. But I'm not in England, and £1 here is like a meal. Now, if you were in England, would you pay, you know, the equivalent to a meal extra for a taxi when you know that it should be less than that? No. And if you literally said, oh, it's only, you know, double, it's only £1, then the whole time that you're going to spend in India, it's going to cost you twice as much as what it should do. So you've got to get out of that mindset that, oh, it's only £1, it's only this, it's only that. You're in India, you're working with rupees, and you want a fair price. If you want to leave a tip, then that's fine, but certainly don't be paying double. Well, there's tons of little tuk-tuk type things around here. And it's way around and go, well, I'm going over here. No one wants to take me. Can you believe it? When I don't want a tuk-tuk, they're all pulling up. And now I do want one. No one wants me. To be honest, I don't know if I want to take a tuk-tuk looking at this bloody road. Well, I've got one down to 150, but I'm still not paying that, so I'm going to wait for a bus. The bus apparently cost 10 rupees. So I don't know if this is a bus stop. It looks like it is, there's people waiting.
$100.
$100, yeah? You wish. Right, well, a couple of the tuk-tuk drivers wanted 200, and then they dropped it to 150. But I went and stood at the bus stop. That might be a thing to do actually, because they pulled up at the bus stop, asked for 200, said no, asked for 150, said no, and then he said, oh come on then, we'll do it for 100. So yeah, and here we are, somewhere around here is Khan's Market. Got some nice street art there. Going to be seeing a lot of that today. Well, this is where he's dropped me. Google Maps puts Khan Market somewhere else. I ain't got a clue, because all the addresses here say Corn Market. Now, is Corn Market like an indoor market, or what the bloody hell is it? I don't even know what I'm looking for. Well, according to Google Maps, Corn Market is a multi-level, high-end market with numerous bars and restaurants. Now, this doesn't look like that at all. Well, this is looking a bit more like it, a bit more hip. Coffee shops and bars. Well, I'm not exactly sure what I was looking for or expecting, because I was expecting a market, I think, but it's not. It's just a district with like kind of hip shops. It is very different to where I've just come from. I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting. Although they have a lot of bars here. Kingfisher, buy one get one free. Lulu's Cafe Bar. And because there's so many bars, they're all competing with each other for happy hour prices. Now I was looking to just grab myself a big bottle of Fanta or something like that, but all the shops around here are so hip, they don't sell that stuff. They sell all the kind of imported drinks like Chupa Chups soda and stuff like that. This will be the same. Look, it's all like kind of imported stuff. Ferrero Rocher, for God's sake. Dog chilling out there. Well, I guess this is where the Indian hipsters come to hang out. It's all kind of coffee shops and artisan bakeries, funky clothes shops. Quite a nice area actually. Now, I understand what it is. I did think it was just a big mall, but it's not. It's a district. Well, that's Corn Market then. It's quite a nice area. I wouldn't say you necessarily had to go out your way to visit it. I mean, the only reason why I've come here is because it's close to the district where I'm heading to next, which is called Lodhi. And to begin our adventure, I'm going to walk through the Lodhi Gardens, which is just a few minutes walk away. And after I finish there, I'm going into the actual Lodhi district itself to go and look at, apparently, tons of really good street art. So this is probably the thing I was looking forward to most about coming to Delhi. So let's hope it doesn't disappoint. Right, here we go then. Lodhi Garden. Looks like it's free to get in. And what's this here? Seems like I'm already walking past something. The Sikandar Lodhi tomb. There you go. Oh yes. Shade and butterflies. Well, I was expecting just a small tomb, but it's bloody massive. Look at the size of it. Crikey. This could be an entrance over here. There's certainly some information. Well, there's no entrance to it. This is just the surrounding walls, the tombs in the middle, but it doesn't look like you can get in. Let's try around this side. I'd have thought you could at least go in and have a look at the tomb, but who knows? You have these little squirrels again. There you go. The guy just walked past me. I wasn't sure whether he was working here or not. And finally he's just gone for a piss in the corner over there. So it's nice to see that they respect their history. There are loads of forts and mausoleums and tombs in Delhi, and I've got them all saved. I'm not going to go to most of them because they're all like 300 rupees to get in, £3. Yeah, and I much prefer finding places like this, the smaller places. free places. 2 days ago was my first day in Delhi, and I went up to Old Delhi, really to sort out my sim, and that was a complete waste of time anyway. But yeah, so busy and hectic and dusty and hot and yeah, a bit stressful. And but now it's hard to imagine that I'm in the same city. It's definitely hard to imagine that this is Delhi. Even in this crazy city, you can find an oasis of calm. Wow, look at Lodhi Gardens. It's beautiful. There's benches in here to sit in the shade. You know something? I've just come to the top of the hill, and I mean, check these out. This is what I spotted. This, I'm guessing it's a tomb here, but then look at this. And as soon as I've come here, it actually looks familiar. I do think I've been here before. Let's see if we can find a way in to this first tomb. See the blue tiles at the top. There's one thought that the whole of the top was covered with these tiles. There are a number of graves in here, but no one knows who they are. Wow. So we have 8 graves. And look at this. This is just unbelievable how people can come to a place like this that's been stood here for centuries and just cover the walls with this crap. Dolly loves my self-love. Screw you, Dolly, whoever you are. Look at these guys, just stood bang in the middle, so that if anybody wants to take a photo, you can't, because they're going to be in it. They literally just could move 2 meters away. Such a grumpy old git at times. Well, if this is the place that I visited 10 years ago, and I think it is, to be honest, I seem to remember last time that the park around it was a bit run down and not very well maintained. And if that's the case, well, they've certainly improved it since then. This is Baba Gumbad. '15th century. And this was a mosque. You can see with all the decoration around the entrances. Bob's got the right idea. I've definitely been here before. I remember it now. I remember having a photo taken over there from here. There's one of these little squirrel things over here that's running around the walls like it's a bloody lizard. There we go, and it's off. Well, this is the third and final of the tombs in Lodhi Park, and I actually don't remember this one. I think we missed this last time. And then we got in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. A sleeping human and a dog. Right then, that's the end of Lodhi Gardens, which was actually really nice. I really enjoyed it. It's actually better than I was expecting it to be. And now I'm going to head out of the south end of the gardens and head into the Lodhi district to go and check out some street art. Now I have seen one or two photos of street art in Lodhi. It looks amazing. It really does look good, so I'm really excited about this. Well, this is useful. Bloody gate's locked. Doesn't tell you how to get out. Well, just over there it seemed quite busy, and that's the direction I'm heading to get to the Lodhi district, so I'm presuming that there's a bloody gate to get out that way. There's no signs, obviously. They just locked all the gates. This was the same in Connaught Central Park. It's like the centre of bloody Delhi. Park right in the middle. And like 90% of the gates to get in and out were closed. It's a lovely old bridge. Well, here we are then, just entering the Lodhi district now, and this is the first pieces of street art. I do actually have a map that I've downloaded off the internet, which looks like it might actually help, because all of this is in blocks, and I'm basically just going to do a zigzag in between all the blocks. There's 3 on this street. This one's called Naspoon, and bang opposite we have one called The Tourist. That's pretty cool. I basically need to turn right here and then take my next right and then turn left and take my next left. Liking the look of old Lodhi, to be honest. It's interesting that this district here is just filled with street art. This one's called Unity from 2019. We're on block 12 here. Block 15 is just ahead of us. I do believe that this one is a German artist. Now I need to get over to the other side of the road, or maybe I do this side first and then come back and work my way down the other side rather than crossing the main road every time. I've decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one side first and then come back and do the other side. There's tons of it. I've just looked at the map and there's about 60 pieces. This is a hard one to take a photo of because we're right up close to it, and there's street art all along this wall. It's a great shot because right in front of it we've got the fruit and veg guy. What an amazing place. This is the main road down the side of the Lodhi district, and even on here every place that's canvas is filled with this amazing art. We've got 2 opposite each other. This is from an artist from Iran. This one doesn't have any information, so there's no information about this one. Again, all the buildings are the same with these arches in the middle, and we have the art on both sides. It's hard to take a photo of the whole thing because you're right up close to it. Back on the main road, and we have 2 bang opposite each other. I'm not sure how good these are going to come out because of the sun, but there's not much I can do about that. I do believe that this area was chosen as a place to have a street art, an international street art festival, and it's been added to over the years. They weren't all done in one year. I think they were done in like kind of over 3 festivals. I might be wrong about that. Just for a minute then I thought we weren't going to get any street art on here, but right at the end, here we are. David Leitner from Austria. Untitled. And this one is India. Indian artist called Bengaluru. And this is a French artist. It really is international. This is another street where I pretty much walked the whole length of the street and not seen any street art, and then I was thinking, you know, this street there is none, and then right at the end you get this. So all the streets that I'm walking down, in between the streets we have these blocks, and it's all symmetrical. It's exactly the same on either side. It just keeps going on. We're on block, well, it says C. I don't know what that means. It wasn't it numbered to start with, and now we're in letters, but they're all yeah, all blocks of houses, and the street art is just going to bring people here and spend money. I mean, I've not spent any yet. Not if they want to try, though. I want a big bloody bottle of Fanta. It's just incredible. I'm so glad that I didn't miss this. I missed it last time. Didn't see this at all. And I'm not even halfway around it yet. I've only done one side. And it just keeps going on and on. Well, I think that's it. I think we've got to the halfway point. I'm presuming that this is the end of the Lodhi district. Now before I head back and do the other side, I desperately need a drink. And I think the other side is a bit more residential, not as many shops. So just underneath this here, there seems to be a lot of stalls. So I'm going to grab myself, hopefully, a big bottle of Fanta, which will take me about 2 minutes to drink. Well, I am literally the only tourist around here, and all I want is a bloody drink, preferably one out of a fridge. They don't look like food shops though. Oh, maybe we might be in luck here. Oh, there's a few places selling drinks, but I can't see any sign of them being refrigerated, although there's a Coca-Cola machine here, so let's go take a look. Well, some guy had some 2-litre bottles which he was trying to sell for 100 rupees. That's just way too much, so I'm not paying that. And I couldn't see any sign that they were refrigerated either. The last thing I want is 2 litres of hot Pepsi. So we'll have to go without for now. There's actually 3 blocks, not 2. So I'm about a third of the way around. Bloody hell, stay with me, because it's not deteriorating any. Look at this. I could do with one of these pieces of art to still have the name on, because then I can look at the map that I've downloaded, which is just an image. It's not a Google Maps or anything, and yeah, find out exactly where I am. Well, I just come to the end of that street, and right at the end there were loads and loads and loads of shops, and I just found a superstore, 24 hours, this one here, and bloody hell, bottle of water and a bottle of Fanta, so I'm all good. This Fanta's going to taste amazing, and they're ice cold as well. 60 rupees, which is, that's what it is, 60 pence for both bottles. I thought, you know, you go anything, they could charge me whatever they want. I'm clearly not from around here, but 60 is about right. That's it's actually 10 less than I've been paying, so happy days. And I found a lovely bench as well. Well, we're back in the blocks now, and on the first street we have this on one side, and then this on the other. But again, there's no information about these, so I can't pinpoint where I am. I've found where I am now on the map, and I'm exactly where I was hoping I was going to be. I had plans to do quite a few things around here today, but it's just not going to happen because there's just so much of this art. Another Indian piece here, and this one, 2019, is called Trans Lives Matter. That's pretty good to find something like that in India. Another Indian artist, this time from Mumbai. This one is an American artist, and it's called How is Global Warming? This is a really cool one. I think there's some information about it on the left hand side, but bang opposite we also have this. There's no information about this one. I think there's even more art on this side, because we've got two blocks, and it seems that every time we find a piece of art there's always one opposite it. This is an Indian artist on this side, and this one is from Mexico. This one is an artist from Gujarat. I like the astronaut on top. On the other side we have these messages: sans serifs, no letters, just rows of buildings. No letters and okay, so here we go. Sans serifs, no letters and words to read, sans words and signs, no names in the street, just rows of buildings and gardens, sans weeds. So we've got some Japanese art here. I was wondering how come I didn't come and see this last time, and I was just looking at the dates, and the reason why is because none of this was here last time. I just looked at one and it was 2016. Now it's 10 years ago since I was here. This one is from New Zealand. Here we have some Italian street art. And this one's called Social Media Friendly Plants. Back on the main road with some Belgian street art. Actually, not got much to go now. We're nearing the end. And this artist is from New Delhi, a local artist. This one's called Gracious Heritage. This could be the last two. This one is a collaboration between Australian artists and Singapore artists. And this one over here is Singapore. Sam Low, the name of the artist. Well, there's so much going on in this last couple that I'll have to walk you across. Look at that. It's like the rugs are hanging over the side of the building. Well, we actually have one piece left as far as I know. I can see some over the other side, but I've already done all them. So now we just walk back to the road where we started, turn left, and that will be it for the Lodhi district. One incredible place. I mean, the street art is just incredible. There's just so much of it, and it's only happened within the last, well, less than 10 years. It's just unique. And from here I was supposed to be going off and doing quite a few other things, but it's just took me so long to walk around here. I must have walked miles walking in and out of these streets. So now I've got one more left to see, and then I think I'm going to look to see how I can get home. I don't think I'll be short of tuk-tuks. that's where I started, over there. So I think there's just one over here, and then we're done. And this is it, our last one from Italy. Now it kind of looks familiar. Did I start with that one? I'm not so sure. I think I'm all street arted out right now. And yeah, I just need to find somewhere to sit down, rest a bit, and then work out how to get back to my hostel. I think it's about a 2 hours walk from here, and there's no bloody way I'm doing that. Hopefully there'll be a bus not far away which will take me straight back to New Delhi railway station, which is just a few minutes from where I'm based. Now this video, obviously if you're not interested in street art, then you've probably not got this far. And it's yeah, it's been a change from the madness and craziness of Delhi. It's been a lot calmer today. But if this video's not been your thing, then don't worry, there will be more crazy Delhi vlogs coming after this one. As for me, I think I need to get back to my hotel and chill the hell out.